I net decked Jan Moritz Merkel, Sliss from his Arena Championship. We're playing this blue-red deck because it's allegedly Giga Broken. 13 free drops, that's a lot. Did he win? I don't think they played it out yet, I have no idea. But we have profits, we put counters on things, we grow our Makos, we put Cauldron into play, we exile a Vivi with that, and we just make 10,000 mana. Which I guess we just spend it on Winternight Stories. That's the goal. Twinmaw Stormbrood is a effectively roast. 2 mana sorcery. 5 damage to target creature without flying. And Quantum Riddler is in the deck to just be a card from Edge of Eternity so that the deck has some new cards. Otherwise it would just be fully previous standard.
So I recently reviewed my last 50 MTGO matches and I noticed a trend.
So we were playing one Riddler main deck, one sideboard to make sure that we utilize the new card sets.
Crazy lucky. Anyone else notice this trend?
Thank you very much for the sub, Ultimate Price. I have absolutely noticed that trend, yeah. It's relatable. Oh yeah, Riddler also a mana sink. So I'm not entirely sure how this deck plays out. You just like Cauldron Vivi and you have a shit ton of mana, but Cauldron doesn't do anything besides that. And once you have a shit ton of mana, what do? You just draw cards and like win that way? I mean, I guess makes sense. Just draw cards and I guess just, yeah, Winternight Stories over and over, that's the mana sink. Thundering Falls, Marauding Mako. I mean, it seems like a keepable hand. Doesn't have any of my bangers, but Mako into FOMO, if I mulligan this, that's crazy, so I will not. Opponent has been spotted 15 days ago playing mono green landfall, which is interesting. Inspiring Advantage into Hired Claw, so it must be some kind of an aggro deck. I drew Cauldron. Hopefully my next draw step is gonna be Vivi. Then I can FOMO discard Vivi for Cauldron on turn 3 and then just shit out my hand. So turn 1 I'll just summon the Marauding Mako. Holy guacamole, did Pablo Doritos break it? Or was this deck... I guess they banned like all the other decks. So like that's also made it stronger. Elo Piotras, jak leci? No napierdala mnie tutaj Fired Claw za 3 dymy, but besides that it's pretty good. No Vivi. No creature to discard. I mean, Fear seems like the only move. I'm wondering what to discard though. It's probably Thundering Falls, realistically. Next turn I will Flood Maw Cauldron. If I draw another Thundering Falls and I want to play Thundering Falls, is it better to have played the Soulstone Sanctuary first? Kinda. So I think I can play the Sanctuary. I don't think that's I'm gonna regret that. Stormbrood, not bad. So if my opponent attacks with both Hired Claws, I can't block anyway, so I have to attack. I can't block with Mako, so I have to attack with Mako. Simple. Next turn I can remove all Spellbound spell to catch up. Can double block, I know, but single blocking is also quite good. If they're gonna pay, then like they kinda die. Verge, that was one of the ways I was thinking about if I can get punished. It seems like I will simply Stormbrood, a Hired Claw. Good Winternight Stories. But kind of what for? I could play Cauldron and hold up Flood Maw and just double block, but that's kinda a little bit bad. I think I will just cast the removal spell mana and hold up Flood Maw. Can play slow, seems like. Like, what's the issue? Maybe Winternight and kill them. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 8. So I guess if I Winternight Stories and get Delirium, right? That's what we're talking about. So I would need to discard Cauldron, Twinmaw, probably, or like whatever creature I draw. And then I can attack with Delirium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Yeah, I guess going aggressive kinda is also pretty nice. Because they can't really do much about it. Maybe I make a 4/4 Mako and block with it? I don't know what's the white for in their deck, no idea. I don't know, chat. I think I should just do the play I wanted to make. If I don't lose, I win. Like, their mana screwed is just pretty chill. Attack them for 2. Bros Charm, that's a crazy card to play. You really have no clue, damn. Well, how am I supposed to know? I mean, it's probably like not too much different from pre-rotation, frankly, but I don't know, that's a new card or an old card that they splash. So far, we only, like, opponent only deployed Hired Claw. That's the only card they played. Ooh-hoo. Wee-hoo. Let's play a monster. You might have a surprise for me, a Giga Broken deck. Sounds nice. Maybe a different surprise. Answer first? Well, not necessarily Da Vinci. I'll be playing the LCQs over the next few days, but I typically don't stream those because they're pretty bad for streaming, like single LMs, and it's kind of stressful and also high high, what's the word I'm looking for? High risk? No. High stakes, yes. Let's attack. I don't know. Maybe they can block and like burst lightning my monster, but who cares?
He's a phenomenal control player.
Holy shit, that was the surprise. A Twitch Prime sub. Thank you, Da Vinci. I mean, if there's like a clear tier 0 deck, then also doesn't that make it a bit boring? I don't know if it is, but like allegedly it is. Proftik. Proft. Stories. This is gonna be lethal. Guaranteed. 1, 2, 3. That's 4. So that's attacks for 6 and then for 10. So I think that's lethal. My calculations are correct. We need creature and also artifact. It's gonna be good. Creature, good, yes. Delirium. Prof Cheeks. Thundering Follows. Whatever. Counters on the Scholar. On tap. Mako, why not? You could have saved 1 mana by Proft first. How does that save me mana? Because Mako is bigger. From Proft? Proft is just draw a card, you don't make Mako bigger. Also, I was lethal and my opponent was tapped out, so I will argue against what you said. Hired Claw. Screaming Nemesis. Mono red dragons. Boros mice. It's an actual Boros deck. Rest in peace. Alright, Quantum Riddler is 6 toughness, which is good against my opponent's deck. Fire Magic is probably against the mono white deck, seems weak against mono red. Pyroclasm, same. Torch the Witness is for the grindy matchups. Braid kinda sucks, probably. I'll torch just 1 mana and that's good. If 4 Steamcore Scholar. Spell Pierce, Annul. So they rest in peace, what's like the big deal? Could just board down on... Let's board the Rizzler, let's like board out a Cauldron. If they graveyard hate. Maybe an extra removal. Abrade seems pretty bad, but it's not the end of the world. Forge? I think Forge rotated out. So if I bring Annul for the Forge, then that's a bit weak. Okay, let's have 2 Abrades on the draw to like just not die. Let's board out some of the cards that don't have as much text. Winternight Stories against aggro, a bit scary. Into the Flood Maw probably alright, I'll just submit. Rizzler, 6 toughness against mono red. Yes, it did rotate. Alright, same hand again. More or less. Untapped mana. I mean, still, like, I'm not gonna hold my Mako. You shock, then it's gone. If you don't shock, then I have a 2-2, that's a 3-3, and a 4-4, and a 5-5. Seems like free Thundering Pulse is actually a great choice, because so far, it seemed only useful to get discarded. Really? That's like... the best you've got now? I remember this card being played a little bit in Standard, like... ages ago, it was pretty bad. I mean, the mana is a bit awkward here maybe, but I think I'll still discard Pulse. Like, they could just play FOMO in their deck instead of Charming Scoundrel, that would seem better, right? Or it might be a bot. Screaming Nemesis would be nice to draw the bounce spell. I guess I wish I had the Thundering Falls now. Then I could go Proft into double FOMO next turn. Could discard Spirit's Delirium. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Winternight Stories. Oh, is that a good play? Might be. Let me draw interaction for Screaming Nemesis. So Winternight Stories, I discard a card. My Mako is a 3-3. So attack for 5 plus 3, that's 8 damage. And then next turn I do threaten lethal and I maybe draw interaction. Alternative plays would be to Profts, put a counter on FOMO. Or you can discard 2, I guess, yeah, to make Mako even bigger. Yeah, Dobra, jedziemy. Like, I'm just sitting here thinking, but, you know, turn 1, 1 mana card, turn 2, 2 mana card, turn 3, 3 mana card. So, like, why am I wasting time? Can discard Island, who drew Torso Tower, that's nice. So I guess they don't have Monstrous Rage, so like, how much damage can they deal to me if they really want to? Attack for 5. Plus like cast a Lightning Strike, that's 8, and they cast Witch Stalker Frenzy on Nemesis, that's plus 5, so that's still not lethal. Speaking of, when Hearthstone Standard? Think I should play it? Oh wow, they just chamblocked? Sure, buddy. Cool. Okay. I chamblock. Omo nie wiadomo. Suplex, okay. Holy shit. My board. Hey, I have Vivi Cauldron. FOMO discard Vivi. Cauldron. Vivi. Add 3 mana. Play Profts. FOMO 4-5. Now win. No dobra. That's just enough to win, then let's go. But I don't know how I deal 12 damage to my opponent this turn. We are doing the thing though. They do have Suplex in their deck, so they could kill my Cauldron Monga. Could also kill the Nemesis. Winternight Stories is how much mana? 5? I think I'll just grow that FOMO. Whoops, wrong mana, whatever. I've kept red up. Dobra. Put counters on FOMO i jedziemy. It's gonna be what? 5-6. Okay. Next turn lethal. We're pretty sure Vivi works on their turn anyways. Activate only during your turn and only once each turn, bro. That, like, come on. Vivi doesn't add mana on your opponent's turn. That, like, that's too much. It's too much, man. 5 mana. Nova Hellkite. Really? That's 4-5 haste. Okay, no text. Sure. Do I need Winternight Stories for Delirium? No. Nova Hellkite. GG. Come on though, Charming Scoundrel. No decks found, so I guess at least it's not stuck. Thanks for the game, you're a great player. Thanks. Turn 1, I Thundering Falls. Turn 2, I FOMO. Looks a bit shit, but opponent mulligans, so I'll keep. Opponent plays Restless Reef. Alright, blue-black mid-ranger. So I'll probably discard Abrade. Do I want Cauldron? It's nice to have it in play, but it doesn't do anything, and it will not do anything for a while. I need lands. I could play Profts. What's in blue-black midrange again? Quench. Shoot the sheriff. Flash monsters? Of course, Drowner. So I could get Kaito, but like nothing to do about that. Dobra. Let's FOMO discard Abrade. Whatever. No i zajebiście. Drowner? I barely knew her. If my opponent Kaitos me, then my deck is not broken. Seems like they do Kaito. Like they have another Flatpits Drowner to tap my FOMO again, bro. It's so bad. Alright, -2 on my FOMO, let's go. Silver 2, crazy. Vivi. My cards were drawn in the wrong order. If we swap Vivi with Agatha's Soul Cauldron, then it would be so good actually. I would Cauldron, 3 mana. Holy fuck, that would be crazy. Maybe I want to FOMO and discard Vivi still. Try to get another Cauldron. Also, Monster seems better than Profits. My land. If I had a Flood Maw, that would be nice. Bounce the Kaito. Would set my opponent back a lot, but... So I guess my draw was just kinda not great. But I think I am still in the game. Well, I mean, if they have a removal spell for one of my FOMOs, then I guess I'm not in the game, really. Well, I mean, if on top of the Drowner, if they have a removal, then I'm fucked. Which likely they do. Alright, I'll play Profts. And then another one. Or not. Begin combat. Put counter. I tap. I see, I know. The worst thing about the Flatpit Drowner gamers is that they all feel so smart when they do that to you. They're so smug about it. Like, my opponent's gonna be so smug about casting a removal spell on my FOMO now. Or Drowner number 2. They'll be like, yeah, see, I have outplayed you. And I have out-tempoed you, bro. Fuck off. Marco. This is my preferred version. I net decked Jan Moritz Merkel from the Arena Championship as he's a powerful gamer. I don't know anything about a newer version that you've used on Arena. Like, this was pretty new from yesterday. Oh wow. FOMO, tap. Cecil. Vivi. Alright, what if I play Vivi? And Idiotic Memory. I kill. No, dobra, no, I get it. I see. You indeed killed, bro. Impressive.
100 years.
100 years of subbing. Holy guacamole. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's death. Abrade out. Torch to make Kaito not hit me. In. Quantum Riddler out. Twinmaw Stormbrood out. What do I bring? Oh, I have no good cards against Dimir. What's in Dimir sideboard? Not much as usual. Some cards, but roughly no difference. Fire magic, just 1 mana, kill 1 once. Yeah, that sounds not bad, honestly. Fire. Is it my birthday? No, my birthday is in May. Guess I'll bring the Scholar, mono 4 drops, 3 drops. Chandra seems really bad. Like, Chandra seems really bad. The problem in their deck is Kaito. Why would I Chandra them? Torch the Witness, Abrade, Rizzler. All of those cards seem so bad. I would like some extra 1-drops. Do I feel any different since I'm 30 now? Yeah, I do. Actually, giga different. You have nothing in the sideboard for Kaito. Yeah. I mean, would be nice. I don't know if such a card exists. Lithomantic Barrage, protected out. Obliterating Bolt sounds a bit bad. They can play around it by Broadside Barrage. Yeah. I guess I could see playing that.
He's a phenomenal control player.
I mean, I can Flood Maw
Let's combo
Kaito.
them.
Oh yay. One lander. This is no good. Small again. This is better. This deck is a bit 3 mana heavy. Keep and put Buggle, Tersa Lightshatter. I think. One Mulligans to 5 as well though. No Ral. I don't really think Ral is what I would want in this deck. When it's already like too expensive. So it's a bit on the more expensive side, so I'm actually weaker to the Kaito side of things. Drowner rather than like, and like it doesn't help with that if I play Ral. New card. Oh, that's a good draw. I kind of want to discard Cauldron again, but last game I really longed for a Cauldron, so maybe I'll discard Winternight Stories. Does that make sense? This one's an instant or sorcery as well, so it just makes a lot of sense to discard Cauldron, although if I miss on land, then Cauldron is nice. Let's discard the stories. I don't know what to do exactly here, but I can flashback the stories, so it's nice. You have never been as disappointed as when you learned Kanister drinks tea and not coffee. Why does that disappoint you? What a wild reaction. Maybe I play Mako and Cauldron, and then just next turn I start hitting them. Sounds good. I'll attack first. Although, if Flat Pitch Drowner hits my Mako, is that good for me? Whatever. It's not great, but it gives me a creature to put a counter on. They could be playing some sweepers, but I don't think they will. Sure, they countered my useless spell. This card is useless, and therefore gave me Delirium, achievable next turn. -2/-2, yeah, they wouldn't play -2/-2 sweeper against me. Holy shit. Preacher of the Schism. Okay. That's a big guy for you. Schizma, no? Ale schiza. Schizma. What if I play land and play Scholar? Then if I discard 2 cards, then this grows. And I can use twice, and I can use it to flashbang a Winternight Stories. Sure. Who needs the Cauldron anyways? I discard creature card, the Steamcore Scholar. And now I attack with the 4/4. Because I'm fine trading for a Breacher of the Schism. And next turn I can play Profits, Flashbang, Winternight Stories. All of that. Cecil, Dark Knight. Dark Knight Rises. Whoa, keep on top. You think you win if you draw Cecil? That's pretty wild. If you ask me, frankly, but sure. Okay, Profits. Kanister wins, no niezły kurwa. Ancymon z ciebie jest. Chłopku. Cauldron seems useless in this deck, but I guess if it actually looks useful, then it's pretty good, so ups and downs. So I have Torture Tower, Fire Magic, like I don't. This list seems pretty disrespectful of blue-black. I guess maybe I should keep Twinmaw Stormbrood in my deck. I'll trim a Tersa. Ground creature, 3/3 against Preacher sounds bad. This can kill Preacher. Does it not have the zombie combo? No zombie combo. Can play Furnace as well. I'll cut Tersas, they don't look good to me. On the draw, killing Preacher. What on earth is zombie combo? It's Geralf from OTJ, who makes zombies, who get progressively more counters, which means you make more mana. If you have Cauldron with Vivi. Whenever you cast a spell during your turn other than your first spell that turn, create a 2/2 blue and black zombie rouge. But it's a meme strat. I mean, I'll keep. It's not too bad, right? Turn 2 Profit, turn 3 Dark Knight Rises, huh? Well, this was the only reason to play the deck, sure. I mean, if I get Kaito, I can Into the Flood Maw Kaito, and maybe my opponent gets tempoed out. No attack. Oh, kurwa. I guess it's not clear if you want to attack. Like, do you want both players to lose to life? Not sure, right? Let's play Profit. So I can play Steamcore Scholar next turn. What's the win con without it? Just more power and toughness, monsters and creatures and beasts and stuff like that. They will draw a card and make a token. I don't know if I like that. I'll play Steamcore Scholar next turn. If they play Curiosity, I can exile it with Torture Tower, sacrificing the Profts. It's not great, but I think I will do that. Maybe just bounce it and then like play Scholar and get my counters. That's probably better. Actually, like the best would be bounce Cecil. Nah, bounce the Curiosity. It's 4 mana. Who cares about Cecil? Vivi Ornitier. I'll play Scholar first. It's like a card advantage monster, awkward to kill. Discard 1 stories, put counters. Pass with interaction. Interesting. Well, scale it. Do I want another Scholar? Not really. My next turn, I probably would like to Vivi. Have the stories to cast still as a draw spell. Seems not good to me. Seems worse than a land. Black, black. Oh no, my GY. Opponent's deck looking giga pathetic now. They are just racing themselves backwards. What's up with that? They did exile my Winternight Stories though, that's sad. Let's play Vivi Ornithopter and Marauding Mako now. And hold up Into the Flood Maw next turn, cast Winternight Stories and just go off. I assume my opponent's last cards are also probably possibly removal spells. Bitter Triumph. Just they took 3 life points. They want to flip Cecil. It's a bit annoying. I guess if Cecil flips, then I can no longer ridicule it for being weak. Yeah, I'll bounce a DOT, probably. Although they had Quenches in their deck, so maybe not DOT. Probably DOT, because it's not like a 4-4 is unbeatable. Okay, nice. Seems like I discard a Mako. Restless Reef. Oh no. Has to be Mako. Momo. We have Cauldron and Vivi in the graveyard, so next turn opponent, I'll show you. Another Cecil, that's so lucky. Death Touch against my large monster? Come on, bro. It's not okay. Annul? That's funny. Roaring Furnace is the removal. Guess I could have another Annul. No. Dobra. Cool story, bro. Creature card, Vivi. Into the Flood Maw seems like a good way not to lose. Although they could attack me with a Restless Reef. Kanister wins the match. Blue-black. Seems like it's a good deck. If you managed to be on the play and play a turn-free Kaito while your opponent stumbled a little bit. I go Mako into FOMO into Winternight Stories. The same hand over and over. Sounds good. Nice mana base. Very good if my opponent is actually playing a Lynx deck. No damage to take. Opponent moves to 5. Are they stupid? Sounds like I should discard Torch the Tower. I could discard Mountain, but if I don't draw a land, I will be mad. Into the Flood Maw seems like a better interaction spell than Torch. I don't want to discard Winternight Stories. Cauldron. Would be awesome if my opponent goes FOMO, discard Vivi. Actually. That would be very nice. Could you do that? No. Seems like I'm casting Winternight Stories. Discard FOMO, get Delirium. Attack for 4. I do have 2 starting towns in my deck, which let me cast Stormbrood. Although ideally I will never draw the starting towns, frankly. Steamcore Scholar. Can you please discard Vivi? No? Sad. What am I supposed to do? Cast another Stories? Maybe set up a Cauldron, play a Spirebluff Canal? The next turn if I draw into Vivi I can just ditch it instantly. So I think Cauldron and attack is gonna be what I do, and then into the Flood Maw can interact with my opponent. They're on free cards only. So I think I should avoid getting blown out when I have 5, 6. And like a draw step in my graveyard. Draw spell in my graveyard. They also take 4 damage from my monster, they go to 10. Like I could remove the FOMO. I don't care though. Or not. I would add 1 damage. Proft's idiotic memery. Fear of FOMO. Could bounce the 4/4. Just sets them back ages. I'll have a hard time attacking through it, yeah. I pierdolę mu jeszcze Londa. For anti-delirium purposes. FOMO. Discard land. I will kill. I could deal 6 to my opponent, but it doesn't seem very important at all. If I keep Cauldron up, they can't go Scholar, Cauldron, discard Vivi, put Vivi, get 5 mana, do some sneaky shit. Another one? No nie. Probably should have added a counter on my monster before they had the opportunity to torch. Doesn't seem giga important, but maybe. How many mirrors so far? This is the first. I played against blue black and mono red aggro splashing some white cards. Tersa Lightshatter. 6 cards in my GY. Seems hard for my opponent to defeat. Okay. Whoa. I would have drawn my removal spell, which I couldn't cast, I guess. Abrade seems alright in the mirror. Riddler, not so much. Scholar seems pretty good with Vigilance, honestly. Twinmaw Stormbrood looks quite bad because some of the things fly. Although Vivi, you might want to kill. Torch the Witness I don't get, I don't know what it is for. The grindy matchups where you want a removal spell, I guess, but... Annul can counter Cauldron, FOMO, Profts. Is that good enough? Dobra, Rizzler do pizdy. What is the intended matchup for the Sideboard Scholar? I don't know. Let's bring it in. Torch seemed kinda poor, frankly. Can torch a Mako not to not die, but it's just kinda really bad. Can torch the Scholar before it gets counters. It's not so bad on the draw, maybe. Maybe I should remove some Makos, but I mean Mako on turn 1 sounds kinda OP. I don't know, I'll submit, we'll see what happens. Maybe I will just look at how my opponent sideboarded and I will just do the same thing if I lose to them. Game 2. I guess Annul counters all of the 2-drops. No nie, Mamako. So Annul seems kinda good on the draw because you can just hold it on 1 and just counter everything they play. Let's play Cauldron. Polar. So I can make... Well, I can do a lot of stuff. Spell Pierce, really. Spell Pierce on the play. I see. Probably just hit their Delirium. Maybe I'll miss creatures later, but whatever. Alright, just starting town. So I can play starting town, play Mako, play FOMO, discard Vivi, Cauldron, put counter on Vivi, add FOMO mana, discard a card with Tersa, still have 3 mana after Tersa. Also, I get new cards from the fear of missing out, which also could matter. So, sure. Sounds like some good stuff. Oh, that's good. So I'll add 3 mana and I'll just play Scholar. I discard 2 now. This goes to 4. So I can play Mako and just Tersa, and then I draw 2, right? No, then draw that many. Well, that sucks. Abrade, not bad either. But I guess I want to discard Abrade for big matching. So I guess I'll just play Tersa and discard Mako Island. Yeah. I mean, I think it's reasonable. And Mako becomes a 5/5. You get 2 more cards. Mako Spirebluff. Alright, that's it. I guess attack for free. That was a nice turn. 3. I guess. So next turn I have 5 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. Would be nice to have something big, like Crackle with power. That would be based to just kill my opponent with. Kanister wins the match. Okay, really? Discard land and Mako and cast Abrade on Scholar. Is that good? Or Dzięki Taxi? O, Dzięki Taxias to by dopiero zrobił. Mako? Into... Well, I mean, I'll keep that. I can't see how I am supposed to mulligan this hand away. But certainly hoping for a 2-drop. Any of my 12 2-drops, right? Even Abrade, it would be fine. Or at least land 3 on time. And there is a disaster scenario where I draw mono. Alright, we drew land 3. I guess they shouldn't block, because if I cycle Mako, they just jump blocked. Has the standard deck been as broken as advertised? Yeah. Very good. Opponent on no 2-drop as well. I'll summon Tersa. I'll discard 2 Flood Maws. Ooh, Rizzler. I'll attack. Oh, Abrade. Oh, kurwa, bounce now. I guess a similar hand for my opponent to the one I've got. Vivi Ornitier. Oh no. That's fine. I probably don't want to bounce the Mako. Better to never remove Vivi. I mean, it's pretty scary in play as well. I have the Flood Maw for Cauldron. Like, I could bounce the Mako and just play my cards, but I think I will not actually. I'll save it for a better spot. I will not play the Rizzler though. Ale gówno. Six cards in Canister's graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It says 5? It looks like 6. I mean, enhance. I guess this is 5. It just kind of looks like it connects. Well, it's 5. No co ty? Dotknijmy klamoty. Big klamoty. Winternight Stories has been discarded. What comes next? Attack for 6. Sure, I'll take 6. No co ty? Dotknijmy klamoty. A Flood Maw, FOMO. I'll start casting. So anyways, I started casting. Vivi Ornitier. Right, let's go warp the Rizzler. Uważaj na Into the Flood Maw. No w chuj uważam, jestem najuważniejszym teraz graczem. Ardosik. And I draw 2. Winternight Stories, tapping the Rizzler. And now I understand its purpose. Now discard a creature card. I'll play land, and I play the Cauldron. And I'll remove my opponent's Vivi. Put it on the Rizzler. Add 5 mana. Play Prophets. They have Vivi too, I know. Should I discard the other guy? Why? I mean, I have lethal, right? So, like, doesn't matter what I discard, actually. Proft and Torch would have been enough. Well, I do have lethal, chat, yes. I'm clicking buttons because it's nice. Draw 2 because of Rizzler. Oh. Okay, Rizzler was kinda... I don't know, it was impressive here. I was already winning. Kinda? Kinda. Have you considered gambling the removal spell on Tersa to tilt opponent? No, I did not consider that at all. Dobra, Abrade, good, Torch, I don't know. Annul was good on the draw last time. Riddler, maybe? Stormbrood looks kinda ass. I mean, I don't know if it doesn't seem like Riddler would have saved me if the game was like anyway close. Deck is so good it can play post sideboard games card Rizzler, so it is easier to sideboard into midrange pile. Na plus 1, byczku. Maybe I should board out a Vivi, because I don't want to have too many Vivis in my hand so that they have an easy time Cauldroning it. Some dude in the arena thingy just won a mirror cutting Vivis. Alright. We are on the draw after all. The Japanese board out all Vivi on mirror on the arena championship. What if, like, opponent also does that and you have the stupid Cauldrons with no text? Sauna? Sauna looks pretty shit. I keep 1 Vivi for potential of blowout. Blowout potential. Dobra. Submit. Looks good. I don't understand why my deck is playing 2 Tersa and 3 Steamcore Scholar. Steamcore Scholar seems significantly better. Opponent Mulligans, I guess I will keep because my hand is lands and spells, so I mean, stupid to not keep, to not move. Like, it's stupid to not keep. Mako. As a way to punish Kaito. Did you guys know that Kaito has 4 loyalty? So if you attack him for free, nothing happens. Just a fun fact. Proft makes it a 5-5. I see, okay. I stand corrected. Me from 5 years ago would laugh at me for keeping this hand. No, I never do that. Do I just upgrade it right now? Or do I wait? I mean, I'll just upgrade a Cauldron anyways, probably. Right? Well, not really. Because I will no, I'll upgrade the Cauldron anyways. I can't get a counter on the Mako then. With a random monster if they discard a random monster. I mean, it's pretty close actually. But if now they don't want to discard Vivi because they would be scared. Well, maybe they do. I think this deck would be nice if it had some more cheaper cards and fewer free drops. Ooh, Riddler. They discarded Annul Mountain. 3/3. Can I possibly play Vivi now? Is that responsible? Chuj, dobra, jedziemy. If they kill it and play Cauldron and then add 5 mana, then I maybe will lose, but what are the odds of that? They already played 1 Cauldron. It's like... Pff, it's impossible. See, they play a 3 mana card. 3 mana cards don't kill Vivi. Scholar, no? Dobra. They discarded Vivi. Now I can draw a Cauldron and make a Vivi. Who's a Vivi? Maybe. What am I supposed to do? I'll probably bounce the Mako because a 5/5 is really strong. Doesn't seem like I can use the extra mana easily though. Unless I draw a 2 mana card with Winternight Stories. Last opponent had Spell Pierce though. Let's play around Spell Pierce. Now this is outside of Abrade range. I'll play Tersa. And I'll discard, I don't know what. Spirebluff Canal. Dobra, chuj, Stories też rzucałem, bo very clunky. Nice, great draws. Next turn I can Rizzler into Stories. That's nice. Another Mako? Bro. Winternight Stories? More like Winternight Stories for getting so lucky. Discard another Mako. More like Macao. Block with Vivi. What? Wow. Vivi clearly in the air. Levitating. Yet no flying. Crazy. Ornithopter without flying, yeah. I second you, ziomeczku. I think I tapped out of Into the Flood Maw during my opponent's turn. That was kind of bad. Annul. Gigalul. Alright, opponent. The Spider-Man land will fix everything. What's the Spider-Man land? It's like a basic? Like you play a land and you choose which basic it is? O kurwa, dobra. Jedziemy. Put counter on Riddler. Flashback Stories, Monka. Seems like it was probably better to keep Into the Flood Maw up instead of spending it on the Mako sorcery speed, but unfortunately I couldn't help tapping my starting town. Basically. It's gonna be... Well, they can deal haste damage at least, so... Maybe they'll just die, but... I think I played in a way where they exactly could have not died. Well, where they actually get to like cast a shit ton of cards. I guess Vivi is haste damage, so they can haste damage with that. This Vivian Ornithopter deck seems pretty good, yeah. I agree with you. People don't play Wild Ride anymore. Not in this deck, I think. In the Prowess deck, they do. So did they use this for mana? Okay. So it seems like they keep Vivi, so I can just cut my own Vivi. After it's been so bad this game, right? O kurwa, ale Louis. I add 17 mana, bro. What the fuck? Is it rude if I respond very high right now because I did not see they said that earlier? It is rude to not respond. Yeah. Yeah, it was a fully empty board. They had 6 lands and they did that. They did Cauldron, Riddler, Cauldron. Tracking Proft seems annoying in person. When I played Phoenix and Pioneer, the way I tracked Proft was whenever I drew a card, I put a dice on Proft and then just kind of move the dice from Proft on the monster. Abrade Vivi. Abrade Vivi. And Abrade Vivi. What if you don't have it on board while drawing? What does that mean? Well, then you're fucked. Yeah, that's true. This is a pretty wild turn. Yeah, all because I did not keep up Into the Flood Maw. Honestly, in hindsight, that seems like a really bad decision. Can I deal 4 damage to my opponent with what I have in hand? Might be challenging. It's not even F6 value, not quite, no. My Winternight Stories and draw Cauldron. Then what? Then we'll see. Abra. Into the Flood Maw, into the Flood Maw. Same Jean Julio, that would be nice. Right, you just quit, you got me. I will. Oh, we only had 1 Vivi in the deck. Alright, let's have 4 Cauldrons because they have Vivi. Then what? Torch seems bad on the play. But maybe I'll bring Torch. Ah, that's a bit too bad, right? Probably would rather have a torch the tower. Maybe there's stupid Spell Pierce. I guess it is 21 spells. Furnace? I don't know. Furnace looks kinda not it. Alright, let's Spell Pierce on the play. YOLO. I kind of thought I had it, the last one. Sure. No nie, Macau. Play FOMO. Could keep the counters up, but seems kind of bad. FOMO of missing out. Starting town, I would discard that as well. Annul is in standard? Yes, it is. Guess I got punished for discarding the Verge and keeping the Soulstone Sanctuary. Interesting. Remember, your Verges don't tap for blue. Well, they do. I have a Thundering Force. 2 Makos seems just nice, but I also don't know if I love it. To na przyszłość pamiętaj, yes. I dislike Soulstone Sanctuary. Maybe I just was supposed to ditch it in this spot, because it seems unlikely to be activated much, but I mean, I don't need to keep up FOMO, keep up Annul now necessarily. 2 Makos is just kind of nice, though. Every discard effect just is gonna, I'm gonna benefit double. Dobra, i tak Annula by nie zagrał, więc jest git. Discard 2 lands, awesome. I'll just bounce the Mako at some point, probably. Or multi-block. Trade 2 Makos for a Mako, sounds really bad. Ale mi jebnął. Myk, kurwa. Steamcore Scholar. I think the Annul is looking kinda not useful this game. 4 ditch Annul. No attacks. Scholar ditch 2 cards. Attack for 6. 2 Fomos and Flood Maw. Attack for a bunch. Leave myself open to death. Bounce FOMO. So if I play a FOMO now, I get like 2 FOMOs next turn for Giga attack. Although maybe I will not have Delirium still. It looks good to me actually. Dobra, 2 cards. A bit stinky. No, I'm not gonna bounce FOMO ever, like there's no reason to. Bounce the Mako. That seems good. Now my opponent goes FOMO. Discard Vivi. No, they can't do all that much this turn. Proft. Nice Annul, idiot. Yeah, I know. Free for live chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then they go to 1. They have to jump. What happened to Mako? It got hit by the Omen Dragon. It got Ligma? No. Way worse. One in chat if I should try adapting this deck for my next IRL Pioneer. It's crazy to me that you play IRL Pioneer, bro. Winternight Stories. Okay, that doesn't seem like it's gonna help you survive attacks from this many monsters. No one plays standard here. Well, in Poznań, no one plays anything besides commandos anymore, so... I say GG. Oy. Maybe Battle of Wits Titan is actually doable. Wall. Sure. Put back. Don't really want to put back FOMO. FOMO is the best to discard to FOMO to get Delirium. Maybe I'll put back the Scholar. Or one of the interactions. Dobra, ten Torch jest chujowy i tak, no. It's a horrible card. If my opponent plays a 1-drop, so be it. I'll just lose. That's fine. Can you tell me the lore about white bordered basic lands? They just look really cool. And I like them. What do we discard? Silphomo? Sure. Not sure, but like, yeah, maybe. I started playing white bordered basic lands because they were easier to fetch in paper, but they are also just look nice to me, and they have very distant, vibrant, and differing colors, so I know which one is which one, and I like that. Okay, we drew torch, whether we wanted to or not. Gold basics are even easier to fetch, but I did not start playing with them 10 years ago, so I don't have an attachment to them. Because they also just look nice. Each one has an artwork that's, well, I guess it's impossible to show on Scryfall, but each one has an artwork that's especially of that color, and that's just good. Cauldron? Bro. No, bro, I'll play Cauldron as well. Well, 100 seconds can matter. Like, it's a minute. O kurwa, planisferę ma. A gówno. Kurwa. No, my torch to tower. O kurwa, do sauny nas wysłał. No i co? What am I supposed to do, chat? Shit myself? Or piss myself? Those are the only two options, frankly. I think I'll choose the option. I'll go with shitting. Just cast your spells. Aha, dobra. You know, good idea, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Great plan, bro. Like, which one do you want me to cast? Which of these spells is so good? All of them. Kind of think that I'll hit this with Charring Bite and pass. Kind of rough to give them a fish for the Planisphere to equip. Money is nothing for Mr. Streamer. No, it is a lot. Like, I would not buy those cards in paper, I just rented them with mana traders. Which you can do too. If you use my affiliate link, you will also, I think, get a discount, or at least make me money. I'm not sure if you get a discount though. Hope you do. Would be awkward if you don't. It's not fetching basics, it's just shuffling with Ponder as well. Well, if you shuffle with Ponder, then your basics being black bordered changes a little. I play Vivi, my opponent kills it, and then we stare at each other with Cauldrons. And then I lose to Sauna. Okay, sounds good. Vivi. Monka. Let's just think about this matchup from ground zero. Chandra looks horrible. Torch the Witness is a 4 mana kill Vivi. Annul counters some cards. Abrade kills Cauldron. Rizzler is grindy, but I don't know if good. Maybe good, high toughness. Flood Maw looks good. Spell pierces, kinda. It's all spells. Cheap ones though. Probably play stock ups as well. Tersa Lightshatter looks bad to me. Want to play 4 Steamcore Scholars. Do I want my own Sauna? Opponent's Sauna looked pretty good. Can kill Vivi as well. Torch seemed bad. Villain is playing Cauldron as well. Let's reduce the amount of Vivi in my deck, because they will have Vivi in their deck as well. Let's instead play Twinmaw Stormbrood. Yeah. Alright, we have a plan. The plan is to riddle my opponent this. It's a Annul. Not good, no. Don't like Annul. Because opponent is on prowess, we are not playing the mirror match. They play different cards. Oh, I pierce that not to fall behind. Because I'll be spending my mana on turn 2 and 3, most likely. Or rather, hopefully. Will I? Will I spend mana? Oi, 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 oi. Well, maybe I will spend my Abrade mana. Lanjik, Lanjik. Lanjik one time. Oof. My pleas have been heard. Lanjik came off the top. I'll discard a matching, and that matching will be Winternight Stories. Torch, that's fine. I have another one. Communication. Could just cast Winternight Stories now into open mana. Kind of wasteful though. It's not like I play well if I pass. Wasteful for Proft's purposes. They probably have Annul. That would be horrifying. Can discard Winternight Stories again or Abrade? Discard Stories seems hard to cast. Even if I win, I won't play many mirrors, says Davinci MTG. Good for you, buddy. Broadside Barrage. It's gone. Damn, what a card. Does it make sense to bring that in? Maybe. Doesn't seem great to me. Rizzler is 6 toughness, so it's too much. Stocka Peak. I can FOMO into Flashback Stories. FOMO discard Profts, probably. Stocka Peak? No, Stocka Peak. Stocka Peak. Davinci, literally every magician online calls Rizzler. But yeah, I guess I do as well. Probably want to keep up the... Well, I mean, I'll lose the counter, sort of. Best. Tap creature, dobra. I'll lose the counters, but that's fine. 2 cards, maybe. Just to keep up Into the Flood Maw, so my opponent cannot play Vivi and to use the mana. Vivi Ornithopter. Is Tool making music anymore? I think they recorded an album in 2020 or something around that. And it did contain music. Resolves. O ty kurwa, obliteracyjnym. It's bounce. Seems like good play to make. Although I would prefer if it was in the graveyard, but why? So I can tap, do stuff, and be happy about my life. Maybe I cast it now for full to make this one big. Like I have no more monsters, so Dobra, let's go. Maybe I'll draw an untapped land to hold up Into the Flood Maw. Okay. I mean, I think I keep the Vivi. Maybe I should discard it, but that sounds not great. This gives my opponent the option to mess me up as well. If they have Cauldron, then I have to act in a way that I don't want to. Kani, you are playing so many commander cards. I am surprised to see cards in my decks on stream. Okay. A 6-7 should be pretty hard for the blue-red deck to deal with. Also, it's basically a 12-7. And maybe even a 14-7. Although there's only one creature to remove. And that would take me off Delirium, so I guess unwise. Could also activate Soulstone for a Vigilance attacker. But I suspect there is bounce spells in Billin's deck, so I probably will not. Who plays Flood Maw and Pyroclasm in Commander? Well, why wouldn't you? Those sound like great cards. Somebody makes infinite 1/1 tokens, you can kill all of them with a single Pyroclasm. Unless they politician you into not doing that. Sounds like good Commander gameplay. Ale gówniany land. Dobra. Jewdę mu za 12, a potem się zastanowię co dalej. Jeszcze raz? Wow. Would be crazy if FOMO wouldn't have the... For the first time each turn. It would just be whenever this creature attacks. Would be kinda OP. Vivi. Cauldron. I don't know if that's good. Like, his opponent now kills the Vivi. And I don't know what happens next. Well, then I have Cauldron, so I guess they don't want to do that. But if they kill it, I mean, I Cauldron it and nothing happens, so... But they don't know that. Huh. Kinda. Well, nothing happens. I activate my Soulstone. Alright, I pass. Every green deck in my area runs the same pick pieces in their green decks. You need to answer Nullrot, Karn, Collector Roof, Freeball, Winter Orb, and GY Hate. Truer words haven't been spoken in the chat in a while. Dobra, jakiś tam gówno ci wypierdalam z grobu. Gówniany jest ten Cauldron w ogóle w tym deku, chujowy. Nic nie robi. Shit card chat, Cauldron, very bad card. Marauding River Regent, aha, fajnie. That's kinda random. But I guess it makes sense. Worst card in the deck, yeah, agree. Mako, good. FOMO. Discard, starting down. Another FOMO. Kinda want to discard stupid Vivi. But it's kinda risky. Maybe the Abrade I should discard. The Abrade looks kinda goofy. Dobra, chuj z tym Abrade'em zaśmierdłym. Mako. Which means I grow... I put 2 counters on... Maybe Mako? Just make Mako big. Chat, cut Cauldron from Vivi Cauldron. You'll make your deck way better. Pro tip. From kanister _ MTGO. Opt. Sure. I don't care. I'm not bouncing anything. Da Vinci, I would not know that, but you told me many times, so I learned. What's the mirror count today? 1. This is not really a mirror. This is a blue-red prowess deck. It's like we actually kind of share what 4 cards in a deck. It's like a widely different deck. What's that? Coś tutaj dużego zagrywa. O kurwa, sztokapik. What if I bounce Vivi now? Nie wiem, chuj, nie bounsuję. I'll bounce the Regent EOT. Bigger blocker. And if they play Flood Maw is 2 mana anyways. 1 mana anyways, so they can pay for Flood Maw. Has opponent played land? No. Land can still be played. Maybe bounce in your turn so you won't get spell pierced. I'll decide later, but I was assuming that my opponent is going to use the Vivi mana on something. If they don't use the mana on anything, then I will, yes, play around that. Cycling Mako could be lethal next turn, right? Exactly. Opponent is basically Giga dead. So they need to cast a spell first, like they just passed their Giga dead to my board. So they will cast something. Torczyk. No dobra, ale ma 3 toughnessa, to nie wiesz? Don't you know it has 3 toughness, bro? Mako does it all. Not really, Mako doesn't do all that much, it's just big, that's the only thing it does. Seems like we have lethal. Well, maybe villain upgrades FOMO. No nie, no zabradował FOMO. Seems like I'll just force my opponent to charm block and bounce Vivi. After all. Discard, grow, draw, the grow. Maybe villain will attack with Regent even. Maybe they'll think, I have to attack, so... Not bouncing Vivi in response to Stocka pick kinda wild, was it? I don't know, it's pretty hard to say. The power of hindsight, for sure, yeah. But I didn't have the power of hindsight. Muldrifter and Colossal Dreadman, 1 card. You telling me that Mako is a Muldrifter? Okay, bro. I play 0-3 Idiot Monster Man. Second most expensive card in Standard after Bristly Bill. Your move. Why is Bill expensive? Because it's the best counter putter on in the entire Wild West. No nie. Talent, pretty good draw, but I guess villain needs to... I guess they need not to do anything. They can just jump the big Mako, so they can grab Stockapik even. Holy shit, Vivi is absolutely insane. In their deck, in mine it's kinda shitty. Okay, torch. Honestly, that's pretty nice for them to torch. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Well, now that's a bit late. Dobra, chuj, no dobieramy Cauldrona i co? And what do I do now? Activate Mr. Manland. Attack with everybody. Block Otter on this. I don't know. Kill this. Block Vivi's. They die, so they have to champ the Mako big. Okay, well, sounds good then. Now I can put a counter on in response, so. Should the Vivi attack? Does it actually do anything for Vivi to attack? Maybe Vivi shouldn't attack. Vivi should block Vivi. Okay, does this attacking make sense? Well, they have to block this. Block. Block. Pow. Then I put counter. Do not force them to block both if you attack with all. Villain has Torture Tower. Could have taken mana from Vivi to keep the mountain. I have no cards. Block, bargain torch, and the Vivi just bounces off of Vivi. If you don't attack with Vivi, it's not lethal. It's not lethal anyways, they have torch. Wow. No, attacking with this is actually, I don't know, is it actually any good? Then Vivi lives. Well, Vivi does live. Doesn't it? Yeah, well, my Vivi lives, but I don't want it to be able to block the Vivi if I need to. My opponent top decks Stockapig into removal. Seems like a good... Seems like a smart move to not die, simply. Oh no, Scry stop. I'm fucked. You know what I would like to draw? A Rizzler. Level 3. Okay. I mean, I guess it's pretty good to do if you draw a spell. Oj, dobra. Dawaj to kurwa regenta. Put counter on Soulstone. Rizzler. Spell Pierce. Good choice to bring that card in. Is attacking now do anything? Mark has to be charmed. Sanctuary gets blocked by Vivi Ornitier. I deal. I spell pierce or spell. Vivi grows. They have a card they kept on top. That's all we know. Dobra, let's actually attack with all now because I think now it's fine. Into the Flood Maw. Can cycle. Ja wiem, wyjebane. Oj. 36 versus 1-4. Unblock, okay. Do I play the Mako or do I cycle that? It's kinda bad. I'll say 1-1. No, to kurwa rozumiem. How do I do it? Like this? I don't know. Probably the blocker is better than Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce is whatever. Time is running, my friend. I know. 2 lands, awesome. 3 lands, awesome. 5 minut na G3. Oponent ma 9, to przecież samo ma czasu. Opcik. No nie, opcik. Bro. Slicik. That's fine. Oh no, he's baiting me into chat interaction. I can't fall for that. This villain should activate a talent, so I have to use the Cauldron, so I can't use the Cauldron on my monster to kill them with the flyer. Okay, I see. I understand it now. Riddler seems good in the matchup. Spell piece would look good if I drew it before turn 10,000, so that's also true. Annul would look bad. You can kill them with a spell pierce. Well, if they cast a spell, which I guess at some point they have to. 6/9 Vivi, by the way. Coincidence? Dobra. Targetuj spela. Co mam ci wykurwić? Z grobowca. It's kinda rough that Vivi sucks in my deck, though. Like, it is a problem. Opponent playing the superior version of the deck with otters. Kinda. Five blue mana. Sure, level. Why Bolt? Well, they took the Bolt, so I had to tap my Cauldron. So that they hit my Sanctuary, so that I have to champ with my Rizzler. So that means that it forces me to use my Cauldron. Right, Vivial is just so bad in my deck. Let's play Tersa instead. In Torch. Great for a 5-minute game. Abrade kinda poor though. Against villain's deck. They probably play one Cauldron. Are 4 Cauldrons good? Yes, yes. Is good. Maybe not actually. Alright, now the deck is perfect. Nah, now it's perfecter. Tersa just attacks. Deals damage. Janusz Tracz. You could cut Mako's altogether. Mako was not on the list of cards I wanted to cut. So I am surprised by your assessment. You mean like from the deck list or from the deck this game? Cauldron, dobra. No nie, kurwa, 2 niebieskie stopowałem. To jest niemożliwe. I would recommend your deck list match your deck's content. What? I don't get it. Opponent exiling our land with Cauldron. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I got him so good. I don't get it, Lizerg. Cute from deck list or from deck? Yeah. I still don't get it. I guess I misspoke. Dobra. Gramy tutaj, kurwa, Scholara i zobaczymy, co się stanie. Dobra, wypierdalajcie lądziki. Chujowe. No, my mountain. It's a dumb joke. Okay, I see. Bolt obliterated. We are even on time, by the way, now. So I hope my opponent keeps exiling lands, because that seems like a very bad usage of time right now. And it doesn't really do much. It's good that it drains them. Like, that's why I'm not abrading it. It drains them a few seconds every turn. Also, welcome gingers to the stream. I hope you're having fun living and chilling. Can you feel Maha? Holy shit. Mako. Well, not in this game, like, it's not gonna go for long enough to make Delirium this way matter. But yes, technically it does. Next turn, the Rizzler. With FOMO, holy shit. Not FOMO, with Profto. But also with FOMO. Nice Ral, yeah, nice Ral and Cauldron. So like Villain's deck is playing Vivi, but it doesn't have discard outlets for Vivi, so you just hope that Vivi is gonna die. So what if it doesn't? Toto has Consign? Abrade, dobra. Może być. O kurwa, mam Delirium nagle. Nice. They use the Cauldron all the time, but not now. Nice game, like nice 3-minute speedrun.com Monka ass shitting my pants game. From both sides. Time for the dragon, let's go. Marauding Verge to make it a clown fiesta game. Cool. 2/2/2. That's good. Two, 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 oh no, they can level up. They can just use in response. I know, but they didn't. And it's still funny. Honestly, Cauldron and Vivi worst cards in those decks. Like they're so bad. I don't get it. Why do people play them? Just play something good instead. Monsters in the graveyard? No. Vivi is pretty good in opponent's deck. So true. You can play Twinmaw Stormbrood next turn. Whoops, I should have grown another Stormcore Scholar. I mean, I guess they went to 10, that's fine as well. Do you remember your turn 3 from a few games ago? That's why I know. GG's, says opponent and concedes. GG's. I don't know if I should lose this. Probably, I guess they like pick up Into the Flood Maw, bounce the 6/6, and next turn I still... I don't know. Pretty rough to think with like this little clock, so... This was just frantic button clicking stage of the game. Oh, we are up against Gitaxian Probe. And my hand has to be mulliganed. That's very sad. This one I'll keep, but Thundering Falls? Ay ay ay. Maybe I just put back Mako? Or the Cauldron? Thundering Falls and Tombs Vivi. So it seems like I have to put back Mako. Beware, he will always look at your hand. Gitaxian Probe, yes, but also lose 2 life every turn. So a fair exchange. No i co, gdzie to Vivi? 3V. Nima. Don't want. Mako. Maybe I play Cauldron. Maybe FOMO discard Flood Maw? If I play Cauldron, then anytime anybody discards a Vivi, my turn is gonna be incredible. And my opponent doesn't have a good answer to... well, neither, but... just lets me discard Vivi. Profit. No dobra. What now? Maybe Teresa, discard Cauldron, simply. Is that better than FOMO? Discard Cauldron. Teresa can discard 2 cards later. FOMO is cheaper. Can draw me a card with an empty hand. Dobra kurwa, daj Teresa because free drop on turn 3, like, what is there to think? I could also discard FOMO to get Delirium, but that's pointless. I think I'll just keep cards that are fine. Dobra. Fureczkę pizgamy. Don't I want to dig deeper for Vivi? Sort of, but also not really. What do I do with my mana? Just play my monsters? I mean, that's fine. It's a good plan. Steamcore Scholar. Vivi. It's pronounced Vivi. Okay. Thank you. I'll discard Macao. Tak for 4 damages. Vivi. Now spend my Into the Flood Maw. Gain Delirium next turn and kill my opponent. Maybe. Or maybe they will simply discard Vivi for no reason and let me win that way. Could be. Hopefully. I mean... Mako.
He's a
One more.
phenomenal control player.
Hello, Mr. Streamer.
Hello, Huey inbound. Daj dyskard tego Vivi, no. Co ci tak kurwa czaisz? Jak dojeżdża. Let me win. No nie, opponent too smart. This Vivi deck seems like a real problem. Seeing arena humps. Arena humps? True. Dobra, I'll Flood Maw. 3-4. It's a good one. There's a chance my opponent has their own Into the Flood Maw. I think we have to force it. Did I know it was a good thing to draw Profts in the mirror? I don't know anything like that. It's a bit of a pathetic move. I wonder if they are going to press the emergency ban button. Chat, has been so long since we timed out anyone for ban talk in this chat. It's been ages. Crazy. Almost forgot that we had that function. Kanister did press the emergency button, yes. What was the reason for double discard of FOMO and Scholar? Then discard 2 cards unless you discard an instant or sorcery card or a creature card with flying. No enchantment, Delirium. It was like, you know, a bit pathetic, but I could discard Mono Scholar, but then I'd never get Delirium. If I get Delirium, my opponent is just quaking in their boots right now, which is nice. Maybe they have no Flood Maw, maybe they are just representing it, and then I'll be fine. No, they are too smart for their own good. No i co, i chujów z to, no. Dobra, chuj. Będzie git. No jest chujowo, a nie dobrze. Outbounce the Mako, bo kurwa nie miałem ochoty, no. Co za głupie pytanie. Mako costs 1 to recast. 2 drop costs 2 mana to recast. Mana seems to be one of the most limiting factors for villain right now. Maybe that's why. But I think I have... Well, I can't really win. I only have one Flood Maw left in my deck. And my opponent is going to make a huge monster again. Although, like Tersa, Haste, we can maybe get somewhere. No, actually I can win easily. Well, can I? I don't know. Tersa is so bad, holy shit. I can't believe Moritz Merkel played Tersa, like, so bad. If it was discard up to 2 cards, then draw 2. No. Just a 4 mana free, no text. Terlolo? Ja nie wiem co gra Terlolo. I copied Moritz Merkel.
Control player.
Could play Kiora. Sounds way better. But still pretty shit. Five. No dobra. I guess I can draw Vivi and then discard Vivi. Shawababamak. If I drew Vivi, discard Vivi, draw... Well, that's like, you know, wishful thinking. Shawababamak. Tersa? Seems like Tersa. Draw something good. I don't know, we'll see what I draw. I mean, of course I will draw a land, so like all that thinking is for nothing. No dobra, dobrałem skurwysyna Viviego i co? Chujów 100, no. Chujów 100. Maybe I just don't attack this turn and I'll attack next turn. But attacking this is like No good. Not at all. This entire game is just cascading results of I mean, they describe Vivi now and win, but whatever. I'll make it big FOMO. But this is all cascading effects of not having the turn 1 untapped red for Mako. If I did, I actually would just, it would rule. Also, G_Rafi_X. Thank you very much for the sub. Dobra, zesrał mi się maną na ryj. Ile tam ma? 8, 9, 11, 150. Impressive, impressive. Was it some rudeness that you heard? No, no. What are you talking about? What rudeness? Alright, Chad, I take it. Well, actually, no. Vivi and Cauldron are horrible cards in this deck. But they're really good in this deck if opponent is playing the deck. Dobra, nie będę udawać, bo mi się nie chce. Opponent probably makes it 20-20 and attacks me. Cauldron is good in Cauldron Mirror. No, no, it's too bad. Got it all. You saw Vivi excel with Cauldron once? What do you mean? 2 of my opponents did that. Not worth letting it happen for time advantage. No, no. There's no time for an advantage. I mean, with your Cauldron, I actually knew you meant that. I just, for comedic purposes, misrepresented what I have understood. Dobra. Torch is good in exactly one spot when they try to put counters on Scholar. If he board out Cauldron and FOMO, you're gonna look like a silly goose with your Annuls. No, I'll counter Profts or discard it to Scholar. And you're gonna look like a silly goose in my Twitch chat then. And I'll be here winning games. Gonna have 2 Cauldron. And Torch the Witness. Let's fucking go. Ale gówniana ręka. I keep. No, Sauna is bad against Annul. It's too expensive. Actually, it kinda isn't. I guess you play it for 2 mana early and then you like can't annul the backside, so... Yeah, I'll board Sauna for the next game. On the draw it's gonna be better because I will have more cards in my hand, so... Yep, good idea. Oj kurwa, i co z tym Sranulem, nie? I'll play Profts because I respect my... I respect the necessity to curve out sometimes. Opus on Verge, no blue, I know. I was just wondering if I want to keep up my own Annul. Rizzler? No to kurwa wiadomo, że zostaje na czubie, nie? Przecież to jest tak dobry stwór, że not keeping it would be just wrong. A my kurwa nie ma. No profcik for you. Are we calling it the Rizzler? Yes, of course. It is the Rizzler. Spell Pierce. O kurka. Bro is 1 step ahead. Or 2 steps behind. I don't know which one it is. Mako. Not a Sith. Can you warp the Rizzler and use it to harmonize? Yes, of course. That's a nice line that comes up. Is it me or is the music too quiet? There's no such thing as too quiet, chat. It's exactly the level you want it to be. Or is it actually giga loud right now? It's giga loud, right? Test. It's totally fine, okay. Just like you, chat, you are totally fine. Seems like we both, I don't know, boarded into interactive cards and we are just gonna be sitting there, hoping that we are tricky. Ink. The other one. It's fine with me, I drew a lot of card advantage, so... Maybe a Riddler now. Nah. Sounds bad. Maybe I'll discard the Torture Witness, it seems kind of horrible. Not sure. Are we raising it up right now? No, opponent is passives and so am I. Abrade, dobra. Leci. You like Torch for the Riddler. Yeah, it was stupid to discard it, but... You would discard Into the Flood Maw. That's... would be... That would mean you think this game is extremely grindy. Which, to be fair, it kind of is. Land and Proft is probably more reasonable, I think. But, you know, more cards means more cards to discard with, like, FOMOs, etc. Like, I'm speaking as if this is not getting annulled. Actually isn't, okay. I'm warping. Oh, I'm hacking warping so much right now. A Spell Pierce. So what? They boarded out Cauldron and Vivi anyway, so like nobody has that in their deck. We're just both chilling with nothing. Both of our decks are removal and crap. I summon 7-8 and I have a lot of removal in hand. Pass. So I guess if both of our decks are mono removal, then Spell Pierce to counter Winternight Stories is kind of right. Could kill a land. Op got nothing. Well, they have the Soulstone Sanctuary. Is that nothing? This is payback for the previous game. Dobra. Resolves. Awa. Now I feel like Asterix and Obelix. Mission Cleopatra. One card, right? I guess protects me from like cycling blowouts, whatever. Kafulek gets exiled from this room for bad behavior. Chuck back with you. They should make Venom. I 3 mana. 3/3. Orcish Bowmasters and put it in standard. Yes, they should. Bro is pretending that the game is not over the next turn when I attack. I put counters on Mako. How many counters is that? Why is Moro not kind enough to tell me? Whatever. 3 counters, that's what I thought. I figured. They should reprint Spherocidon. And ban it again. Okay. Yeah, sure they should. They should Giga ban it, yeah. I Flood Maw. Or do I? I flood mono. What do I think about the first Pirates of the Caribbean movies? I don't. This is kind of awkward. My opponent. Stupid starting town. 4. 8. 12. Do I really need 17 blue sources in this deck? Could cut starting towns and a Thundering Force and Soulstone Sanctuary for basics, and that probably would be way better, and then just wait for Steam Vents to finally get there. Is this gonna deal me 20 damage? Probably not. I need to have a monster that can deal them 20 damage. Siedem, dobra. Osiem, that's 11. This format is the best it's ever been. So true, broski. You can cast Twinmaw Stormbrood. Gain 5 life. Honestly, not so bad. Yeah, starting town is great actually. It's giga incredibly necessary. There's one Vivi in my deck. How many cards did I draw? It's gonna grow twice. Or 0 times, I guess. Maybe I should... I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'll attack with the FOMO. I have 8 minutes only and there's game free still. Attack with the FOMO. FOMO nie wiadomo. I pay cost, I flood more. Dobra, bro, don't... Stop. You have Spell Pierce as well? No? Cool, then don't stop wasting my time. A lot of time wasting in this mirror. I can make my opponent discard the Scholar. That sounds nice. Wait, I'm at 12, I could have just taken it. That's pretty bad. Well, it took a while for Rizzler to do anything, but it did. Did a bunch in the end. Seems like Villain boarded out everything. Dobra, dam, nie wiem, turlaj se kostką. Turlaj dropsa leszczu. Tak, ląda usuniesz. Torszy tower, ale kurwa laker, nie? O ty kurwa leszczu. Wait, is that enough for me? Not really. It's fine. I just win next turn. Dobra. Vivi in game 3. But will villain also Vivi in game 3? I don't know. Vivi looks so giga bad to me. It's crazy how bad it looks. No time for Cauldron activations in game 3. True. Locking out of it fully. Villain had no Cauldron, yeah. But they will sideboard into Cauldron Vivi as well, so then... Am I concerned about pesky snipers? I mean, it's maze a little bit, but... Seems like a lot of Into the Flood Maw in this mirror often. Sniper was 5-0 as well, so we might face him soon. Oh no. This hand is too weak. Sure. Well, Mako into Profit into... That's actually pretty great. I think I'll put back Stories. Or Stormbrood. Stormbrood sucks. Get out of my hand. No nie on ma Mako, but on the play. Snipping doesn't matter. Our hand completely changes every turn. True, I guess. Charring Bite, no. Fajna karta, serio. Sam wymyśliłeś TH? Scholar. Alright, I take back what I said about Tersa earlier. She's actually giga strong. Strong and mighty. Dawaj, dyskaruj dwie karty, no. Widzę, że dwie wybierasz. O, Spell Pierce. Yeah, that's like what Spell Pierce is good to do with. Just ditch. Not a surprise. Dawaj, pulknij Teresa i napierdalaj zapiątala, no. To jest właśnie twoja rola. Myk. Change my mind. Oh, I deal 5 damage because I'm so lucky that I drew the same card for the second time. Here I thought it's not even possible. Seems like Profit is giga good in the mirror. 3-4 FOMO. Doesn't die to Abrade. Kanister literally tilting about the roast. I'm not even tilting, I'm just shit talking my opponent. How does Omen work? Put on top, on shuffle. Yeah, you wouldn't know from how my opponent's turns have been played. Next turn I go Torch, Rizzler, Winternight Stories. Whoa, that's strong. Too bad Mako is big though. But I guess mine is gonna be big as well. I warp. Do I also have that broken blue-red card? No, I don't. It's a shame. Tricky. I mean, will my opponent deal me 5 extra damage? No way. No way. So much damage. Like discard 5, that's literally impossible. Oh kurwa. They found a way. Maybe no attack was the responsible move in this spot. I'm googling. Nice snap keep. How many rounds? 9. 9 rounds. There's an LCQ, standard LCQ, which starts at midnight, which means it's gonna overlap. So I guess I will just not play it. I will just try to LCQ for this tournament. Have to win fewer rounds here than in the LCQ. Double queuing seems impossible. If you've seen the movie Inception, what would you incept? I don't know what to tell you, bro. If this is the mirror, then surveilling this to my graveyard could be fatal. So I guess I'll keep it on top. Awkward. Ale mi Proftów nażygało. Bro, I don't know what Michael Majors thought when he said, when there was a meeting designing MH3 cards, and he just said, yeah, let's print a fucking Magus of the Moon, but in blue. Because, you know, Merfolk's Island Walk. So making everything into islands is so funny. And so appropriate, right? You're like, what the fuck, bro? Why? Dragonautics Engineer. Nice card. Alright, I'll play Vivi. Don't have many other moves, so I can play more profits and stuff. But if my Vivi doesn't die, then I probably win. You're so supreme. Ja, taką pizzę supreme. By się zjadło. No one else. Colorless? No. Come on, bro, just play something irrelevant, then I can win with Vivi. Simple. Okay, I take damage. You fooled me. You played me like a fiddle, I could have blocked for free. You got me. You have played your cards right. O kurwa, zagrał Viviego. Well, my hand is... I need to draw something, but... Ugh. If Proft wasn't legendary, then I could do great things. GG, yeah, GG no re, bros. Or like GG re. Six, 9 Vivi. That's all I've got. I play FOMO. FOMO nie wiadomo. Into Cauldron on Vivi. O, dobra. GG. Scholar. So they can't remove my Vivi. Cauldron complete. Yeah, I guess Cauldron plus Vivi equals Cauldron complete. Ja pierdolę, no. Coś mam w tym deku do dobrania, czy samo gówno tylko? Same lądy zasrane, zafajdolone, zaśmierdłe. Should I bounce the Cauldron? Force jump. It's called a chump. C-H-U-M-P. It's because the creature is... Actually, I don't know what's the meaning of the word chump. Power, yeah, that's because the creature is powered. I guess jump block actually makes more sense than chump block. I mean, if I bounce FOMO, that honestly looks pretty horrible to me. They chump, but so what? They replay FOMO, they draw a new card. They have 10,000 bajillion mana. Seems bad. Doesn't it? Yeah, I'm thinking about bouncing Cauldron. I mean, that seems kind of bad as well. But if they have the Draconautics and I just get Shrek, they make 10,000 dragons. So like I force jump and I die. Yeah, don't like it to force jump. Not even sure if I should attack. Because this is like 10 damage. Oh, I probably should. Maybe villain will be inclined to jump anyways. You can bounce in response. I know. But do I want to? Because that gives them free extra mana with the FOMO. And if I just bounce it now, they get no mana next turn. So I don't fear Draconautics Engineers if they have no mana. Masz rybkę. Nie, ci się przyda. Chwytaj rybkę, ziomuś. And next draw step I draw something good. Midnight Stories, okay. Discard Vivi, play land, play Cauldron, exile. Oh, they discard Draconautics Engineer. You draw Stories next turn. Yeah, sure, buddy. Or should I do? I attack because the first attack is free. It's like Vigilance creature, and I do not attack the second time. BBBB. Stories! Kurwa Mountain, no, ja nie mogę. Chat, playing Magic sometimes is infuriating. You play it and you think, holy shit, how fucking stinky this game can be. How annoying it can be to play. How disrespectful to the player and how unrewarding to play can it be. No super, masz kurwa 100 many, bo mi zabiłeś mego skurwysyla, śmierdziela, co go zagrałem jak debil. Dobra. Spoko. Could have not played with Vivi here to avoid that, but... Perhaps the problem is that you care too much about the result of this children's card game. Okay. Yes, of course, it's my fault. Alright, chat. Tersa into land stories. The other way around. Now too late, but... Cool. Cool game. GG, bro. Like, well played. That was truly an awesome game of Magic the Gathering. I really loved my time here. Alright. Locking in. Let's cut the unplayable crap from my deck. Keep 2 Cauldron just in case, and I don't know. Spell Pierce kinda bait. Don't like it. On the play especially. Not proactive at all. Torture Tower, plainly weak. 2 sorcery speed. Or rather Torture Witness. Torture Tower is good. Furnace also too weak. Dobra, that sounds like a good plan. We have 2 Rizzlers. I don't know if I like the Twinmaw Stormbrood. I don't know if I like the third Torch. And Vivi is kinda just crazy bad to draw when you actually cast it. It's so often so bad to draw in this deck. Feels like you can maybe build in some different ways. Although it's a bit tough. Alright, let's play Furnace over a Torch on the play. Have I tried the Landfall deck? This is my first standard tournament after rotation. No, Torch to Witness, just no good. Too expensive. No good, no good. Sauna good. So I have not seen the Landfall deck in action at all, no. Keep, I guess. Keep on top. What is Torch the Witness supposed to be for? I don't know, bros. I net decked. Ask JMM. Yes, he knows. Maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe it is supposed to be for the mirror, but... Alright, I feel the need to spend my mana. Maybe JMM net deck too. Who knows? Seems like I Steamcore Scholar. Guess if that one dies, I don't mind it. Maybe I discard Annul. Well, there's no profs in play yet, so... Maybe I discard Stories. No. Let's discard Torture Tower. Tersa Lightshatter. Once again, did we both sideboard into idiot decks? Whoa, discard 2 Stories. That's massive. Wow. Mako. Did you know that Mako is actually a type of a shark and not a fantasy race of creatures? Little known fact. Powerful mackerel shark of the Atlantic and Pacific. Powerful, chat. No slouch. What if I Flood Maw Mako for mana efficiency? Spell Pierce would have been sick here over Annul. True. Why is Annul in my sideboard then? When it's so bad. Really makes you think. Really makes you wonder. For FOMO. Alright, place FOMO on the stack now. Ale. Seems to be the trend with your sideboard. True. Oh, my sideboard, once again. I'm gonna blame me for JMM's choices. If I get Annuled, that's rough. If I get into the flood mode, it is rough as well. Cauldron, nice. Place a target on the stack and you'll see, bro. You'll suffer the moment you do that. You'll be gone. Oh, I'm harmonizing, Jimba. I got to ask you, why do you say that every single time in response to any action? I guess for the comedic effect. If so, then I get you fully. You lost in the top 4 of an RCQ today and you kinda feel like shit. It's gonna be okay. Think about it this way. By losing, you won the opportunity not to go to the RC. So that's just good value. If you want to go to the RC, you know how it is. Alright, Vivi postboard, so I'll keep Cauldron, and I guess I'll keep Annul. But I'll have Torture Tower. The Sauna, too bad. I want to like turn 1, kill the Mako. Maybe like this. If you want to go, then losing then RCQ means you can go for 1 more day to play LCQs. That's true. Annul was huge this game. Yeah. Annul was nice. I guess I'll keep. If my opponent plays a Mako turn 1, I might as well concede. But if they don't, I might as well concede on turn 5. Tersa. Alright, that's a good follow-up to my profits. I can discard the Soulstone Sanctuary, so I don't have to think about it being colorless and annoying. Stories, man. These stories. Well, maybe I'll play the Sanctuary. Right. Please don't discard Vivi. I have a Cauldron. Discard Vivi. Yes, discard Vivi into my Cauldron. Yes. Do it. I have Cauldron and Mako. Do it. Kurwa, no. They did it. Am I a little bitch? Discuss. I mean, it cost me not to play a Tersa. That sounds like a huge cost. A 5 damage cost. But I guess I can hold up. Wait, next turn, that's gonna be fine. Yeah, if they discard Vivi, that's a huge sign that there's gonna be Cauldroning happening. I flashback stories. I am so smart playing around your idiot cards, you stupid debil. Yes, you do. Wow. Dobra. Probably should have killed at sorcery speed, frankly, to avoid that. Because I kinda got wrecked by that play. Macau. Nice draw. This is a nice song, chat. I mean, at least my draw is more functional than the game one. The game 1 draw was truly painful. Agatha solo Cauldron. Would you Flood Maw the Cauldron or kill the Mako? Discuss. Torch in combat, sure. So that my opponent gets 2 mana. Cool, great idea. Touch the tower. Touched. Monster dead. Opponent has a lot of cards, but I guess that's only because they drew with like stories twice. I have 2 stories in my graveyard. They can exile them with Cauldron, I guess. Profit, no. Is it better to bounce the creature or the soup pot? I don't know. That's the issue. Seems like the answer is the creature now. Well, maybe not, actually. What if I bounce nothing? That's probably horrible. How many counters is that? 2? So it's 4 mana? Well, if I bounce a Cauldron now, they can exile both of my stories, which I think maybe I made a mistake discarding both of the stories, but... Dobra, bounce Cauldron, zobaczymy. They can add counter in response, right? Holy fuck, and then what? Gets 3 extra mana if you bounce Agatha. Holy fuck, 3 extra beginning of combat mana? That's terrifying. Oh no, it gets more counters with the FOMO. Wow. Whoops. Well, now they have a giga big FOMO, which actually is a problem. Oh yeah, chat. This looked better a while ago. Whoops. It's kind of fucked up. I think I kind of die. Oh ja, pierdolę. Four counters? 8? I mean, maybe opponent doesn't have shit. That discard didn't seem right. Yeah, maybe. And I need to, like, block. Oi, oi, oi. This all went so badly, chat. I'm pretty sure it could have not went badly, but I think I amalgamated some amount of plays combined from me and chat to do the worst possible move, and now I'm dying. Not good. Yes, chat's fault. What was the correct play? I knew, bro. But I don't think I should have discarded the story last turn. And I don't know. It's tricky. Like, if I bounce a Cauldron, I probably should have done that on my own turn. Instantly. And also, I should have upgraded the FOMO on turn 3 when I was passing. Because I let my opponent fix their seemingly shitty hand. Which was pretty tragic. Kurva rybka jeszcze tam mnie atakuje. Well, we can still top deck, chat. Like, something good. Maybe Rizzler. Yeah, more or less. 7 out of 8 decks are Cauldron. Holy guacamole. That's insane. 7 out of 8 decks in the top 8 of the Arena Championship 9 happening right now on twitch.tv. Maybe, actually, I don't know. Probably happens on twitch.tv, right? No way it doesn't. I concede. Pretty bad hand. Does anyone know why Stormchaser's talent is not played anymore in Vivi Cauldron? It is played in prowess decks, but it's not really good in this deck. Too many monsters, too few spells. 6 Blood Mirror in a row. Yes, as I said, 20% plays that archetype at the very best. Kinda want to Cauldron the stories. Maybe I'll end up flood mowing the FOMO. Only 7 more wins, broskis. 12 wins, I see, yeah, that's funny. I mean, Cauldron versus stories alone is kinda big. Frankly. UURR. UURR. Vivi Ornitier. That's sick. Is it? I'm surprised you didn't FOMO plus Abrade, I know. Let's see where it let me end up. Well, actually, I don't know if that's like good, but the illusion of choice. Torch. Torch again, that's brutal. Giga brutal, I might say even. I think I want to ditch check stupid Cauldron, doesn't do anything anymore. Maybe I'll regret that, but if I regret that, then I will not regret that. I mean, I'll exile it though. I'll exile it next turn. Okay, kanister wins. Outplayed my opponent by playing better. So Cauldron is kinda good to draw, like, even without Vivi. I don't know. I'll have one Vivi in the deck again. And one Annul. And one Spell Pierce. And two Riddler. Yeah. If interaction is bad, then have one. To draw it when it's good. But not when bad. I'll play the Mako just because the curve of Mako Profit Steamcore Scholar is so good. If I get torched, I get torched. If I don't get torched, I don't. Simple. I don't make the rules. I can get Annuled though. But if I get Annuled, I get Annuled. If I get pierced, I get pierced. So what? No i dupa, jest Annul. Najlepsza karta w całej mirrorze. Just discard the starting town, most likely. Annul. Annul was a common in Theros Limited? I know, that's crazy to think about, right? Yes? You know what? The Pierce is not getting there. Wild. Gonna get punished for not playing starting town this turn. By the way. You love 12 playable specs in Limited? I mean, they had enchantment creatures in that set. Wasn't Annul just alright then? We only have one blue source, I know. But one white source as well for Twinmaw Stormbrood, so it cuts both ways. I don't know, I don't think I want to play anything here. Maybe that's stupid, but maybe I should play FOMO. I don't know. I probably should play FOMO. Discard the Riverpyre Verge. Vivi Ornitier. O, to jest niezły Rizzler. I mean, they have two cards in hand, like, what will they do? They have two cards in hand and they don't have anything, so sure, they'll Cauldron a Vivi. I have to say that over the course of this tournament, the mirror matches have gotten pretty old. And so the format. So next time Da Vinci starts bullying me for playing irrelevant formats, just tell him off, chat. Wow, Into the Flood Maw? That seems... sure. Cool. I mean, the Vivi is just not even particularly good to draw. Unless you draw the combo, like it's actually like a dead draw. So I'll board down to 0 because I can't, I don't know, too heavy. Too heavy on my conscience every time I try to tap out and play a Vivi. Dobra, Rizzler. 5 mana produced. I'm waiting, what you gonna do? FOMO. Draw 2. Discard Annul, classic. Bye. Dobra. Już tam nie męcz się, Mohamed. No za dużo tutaj się stresujesz. They keep Vivis, I'll keep 4 Cauldrons and then just... That's gonna be my plan. I'm on the play, I can cut torches. This kills Vivi and gives me It lets me, you know, it's good, it's good. Lets me take its body. Soros Torch the Witness. Really makes you think. What's on this hand? Seems irresponsible to keep a hand like this, so I'll mulligan. I put back Sanctuary. Stories. It's good to draw many stories when I mulliganned. Oh, Annul Battle. Does this deck have any ways of shuffling? I don't think so. Does it change the way you would like to mulligan? Annul me, bro. I mean, I knew I wouldn't have a land, so that's why I have 6th. Obie, po Annula się niebieską tapuje. Alright, chat, I'm double queuing. Locked in into 2 monitors, I can't hear you anymore. Actually, no, I'll just scoop this, because I can win. Mohammed, well played. Not a good hand. In fact, it is a so-called mulligan. If starting town was a basic, the mana in this hand would be better. Really makes you think, huh? Thundering Falls. They moved to 6 as well. Price starting town. Alright, I'll bite. What a bait. I probably should have Twinmaw Stormbrood that, but I kinda didn't realize I should have done that. Tap your Agatha Soul Cauldron, please. Opponent with the business advice, true. Here, have a fish. The fish goes into the Flood Maw, I guess. Alright. I'll play Tersa because I want to. I want something in my hand. Cauldron, fine. Abrade, fine. Bow. Prophet's idiotic memory. Please grow the FOMO. No. I've been played like a fiddle. Wow. This was a bit awkward. I mean, I'm probably gonna die to this fish. Teresa is an orc, did not know that. Little known fun fact. She does look very human. If you could go into the Flood Maw, would you? I don't know what that means. Is that a saying or does it mean anything? Is it like a term that people use? O Jezu, ale mi tá ryba vykurví konga teraz. Pointy ear orc. Pointy ear? This is a helmet. Helmet piece. Let's investigate Tersa though. Adrix and Nev, Twincaster. Super. A maw is a mouth, I know. Maybe it is pointy ears. Whoops. Can we hit into the Flood Maw with my Tersa's attack trigger? Yes. We can. Simple. Sometimes all you got to do is to ask. I mean, I will probably lose still, but... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Into the Flood Maw goes back to my graveyard, so I can just keep recasting it. Wow. Well, here's hoping for the next 5 turns of the game. I guess. No! Add back Tersa. I have one in the LCQ. Excel stories. Okay, cool story, bro. Do they have a braid for my monster? Maybe. But they indeed had a braid, I guess. It was not a big surprise. I wonder if I could have realistically just held. Didn't feel like... Like I necessarily should, but maybe I could have. Into the Flood Maws are pretty awkward in the mirror. The fish is actually pretty rough. So playing 4 of them no longer feels like a great idea to me. Vivi Ornitopter, okay. Oi. 1-1 monster, 2 broken, yeah. 1-1 monster pretty good when it carries Proft counters. Macau. Dobra. Duro. Monster, kado. Oh no. Double queuing begins. For a Giga Broken deck, this deck feels a little bit goofy at times. The draws can be not pretty. For sure. Do I die? Is my opponent out of mana yet, or... Nah. 2 mana. Just like Amulet. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. Alright, no torches on the play. Except for Torch the Witness. And I'll do this. Random sideboarding, let's go. Gulsrukat plays review. Yes, but Gulsrukat also said in his interview that he did things at random and sometimes it's hard to balance, so he just like clicked cards and he liked how it roughly looked like. And is that really an advice I'm supposed to follow? Mull to 6 in the LCQ. From a 1-lander into a 6-lander. That's rough. I guess I'll keep. Mako isn't that good, you feel, post-board. I feel it's great. So I disagree with you respectfully, Shoshila. I would say it's like what it seems to make the post-board games kind of tough, right? Because otherwise they don't seem that hard. Because you could just like play removal and chill. I think I played a Scholar. I might need to discard 2. Sure. Uh, -1 Rizzler. Vivi. Although maybe that's one approach, cut Makos and play all of the interaction as well. Flood Maw, sure. I guess Vivi becomes much better when you know if your opponent doesn't have removal. Yeah, but they will have removal. How do you know they will not have removal? Or do you mean like... Couldn't you just discard the Sphinx? Oh, I could have, that's true. Whoops. Steamcore Scholar is a giga hard card to use. Too much text. -1 land then. Bounce Vivi here is a bit weak, but also not so bad. Another Vivi, that's pretty scary. I summon the Rizzler. Rizzler, Rizzling. Let's see if my opponent can defeat the Rizzler. Mul Drizzler. Oh, he's drizzling good, yes. Winternight Stories. That's death. I mean, not necessarily, but it's a bit scary. Alright, I guess cycling Mako is not as scary. Wait, what happened? Did they use the Vivi mana? Oh, they started with the ones from the graveyard. Cycle, draw 2. Nice. Do I have lethal? Discard 2. Put counters. I drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9. Block. Block. Not lethal. But I have 2 pierces. I could play the Cauldron. But then what if my opponent interacts? That sounds bad. They are interacting. Indeed. Nice. Got my Vivis entirely on the draw. 4 more. Removals, because that's what the randomly generated strategy has asked me to do. And I'll submit. You lost a die roll, okay. Did I? It's just game 3. Hand has Rizzler, I keep. So much Riz. Yeah, a good amount of Riz. Mako into memory, kind of nice. Ooh, perfect. Perhaps. Starting town, classic. 3-4. Let's play the starting town actually. In a Steamcore Scholar. Can discard 1 Rizzler. Or 2 cards. Interesting. Might be 2 cards, but the lands are pretty good. Is Dom also on Cauldron? Yeah, but he has something funny in his deck. He's playing Duelist of the Mind. Attack for 5 is good. That's a great draw. Charring Bite. Spell Pierce. Pay. You have a second one, bro. That is potentially devastating. They have like 2 formals attacking. That's a bit rough, so I will not attack. Because I'm scared. Stories, let's go. Ay ay ay. They replicated their spell pierce through. My draw wasn't actually great. Now they have Giga Delirium and they have Vivi in the graveyard, so now they play Cauldron and they put 10,000 mana on their monster. I guess I would have like Cauldron Vivi more often if I played Vivi in my deck, because then I could discard it and exile it with my Cauldron when my opponent is tapped out inevitably at a certain point in the game, but curious how it works in the end, right? So it would appear that I have lost. Because they still have 7 mana available and a flashback spell. Quantum Riddler, it is enjoyable how people love to just say that over and over. And they just keep doing that. So I think in the mirror, it does seem valuable to have access to some Vivi bullshit. Dobra, you won. So I went 5-4 and I lost 4 mirrors. I think that's the case, yes. 5-0 and to play 4 mirrors and lose. Okay. Nice tournament.